escape from this deserted sea. Lord, I think that the devil might be after me. I don't wanna waste my integrity. I'm just a man living a one-night stand. I'll tell you what I need. Oh, Black Creek, take me to that place and wash my sins away. Oh, Black Creek, take me to that place and wash my sins away. Just a little taste, that's all I need. Fruit for harvest and a wicked garden of a forbidden tree. A simple scheme for judging fate. Simple as it may be, it's more than I can take. Whoa, Black Creek, take me to that place. Wash my sins away. Whoa, Black Creek, take me to that place. Wash my sins away. And nothing to lose, I'm lost, but I don't want to be found. The info me could be coming real soon. I'd like a glass of tea mixed with a sassafras root and a breath of high ground. Oh, Black Creek, take me to that place.
We just finished up a day riding the first bonded Frameworks bike. I rode it yesterday at Rock Creek, but we just did a day at Windrock. I mean, I guess the idea of it is just an experiment. We wanted to try a different construction technique. The advantages to going bonded are no heat affected zones. You can be more creative with the way you make the bike, being bonded over welded. And then when the bike is finished, the tolerance of everything is going to be perfect. The accuracy of all the pivot points is going to be perfect. We can get pretty close welded. We've learned a lot over the process of making the frames we've made over the past 2 years, but assembling this one, pushing the bearings in, the threads in the BB, everything's straight off the CNC machine, and it's just absolutely perfect. I think this process is pretty cool for prototyping. If you want to try something new, you can make an accurate bike without a ton of investment into tooling, and the bike's going to be a really good representation of what you wanted to test. The future of it, I'm not really too sure. This is something I want to ride for an extended period of time, see how it holds up over time. So Faction Bike Studio is an engineering company out of Quebec, and they sponsor me and Frameworks, and their sponsorship is a certain amount of engineering hours that can go towards projects that I'm working on, new ideas, and in exchange I ride the bikes that they help me with, like today, and put it on the Frameworks channel. A bonded frame has been something that I've wanted to try for a long time, but didn't really know where to start. Last year at Fort William, I walked around the Athertons and asked them if they could help me out, but they had enough projects of their own on, which I totally understand. So making our frame in a bonded construction was actually Faction's idea. They had done some bikes of their own a few years ago, and they wanted to show that they could offer this service to their clients to make prototypes that were rideable. Their thought was if they did it with our bike and we could ride it and prove it at the World Cup, then it would just give it a little bit more credibility and put some more eyes on it. Some of the first frames that we made, looking back, were kind of sketchy to ride. It was more fingers crossed that they wouldn't break, and these have been tested thoroughly. They've gone through FEA. These guys made 5 of them and destroyed them on their lab bench before I could even ride one. So I can be pretty sure that the bike's gonna hold up, but real world testing is still super important, and that's what I'm here to do. The frame itself is the exact same geometry and kinematics as the production frames that we sold. We do have, instead of the flip chip with 2 positions, the shock mount has 3 options, so it's got a middle setting too. Normally we're just 30% or 27% progressive, but we can split the difference and be 28.5% progressive in the middle setting too. Being that there's no welded joints, the construction can be a little bit lighter around the lugs, so there can be less meat not needing to weld to it. So the frame's about 300 grams lighter, but the real advantage to this design is just accuracy and the tolerance of everything being perfect without being heat affected. I think the bike looks awesome. It looks pretty clean without any welded joints, and just the shape of the head tube lug and the BB piece are really nice looking. So it's a refinement on the bike that we made. Riding it, there's really no difference from our production frame to this frame. I mean, and I say that in the best way possible. So it doesn't make sense for Angel and Asa to take the risk in racing this frame just yet. But later on, once I've got a few races and can work out any kinks, make sure it's all good to go, we'll get them on it later this year. We use Loctite adhesive to bond the frame together, and they were a huge help with this project. They gave a bunch of information about their adhesives, which one was the best to use, the process of bonding it. So that was a big help. It was great to have them involved with the project. Yeah, thanks to the guys from Faction for doing this. The bike's beautiful. It's a pleasure to have it here to ride, and look forward to racing it this season.
Oh, Black Creek, take me to that place.